Hey lovely ones, how you going? You've probably forgotten who I am. It's been a couple of weeks in between readings, so it's been pretty intense time with the eclipse season, and we've got another one coming up tomorrow, so we will have a look and see what's happening for everyone. Hope everyone has been well and looking after themselves. Just before I kick into it, one thing to note, I've got so many decks, Oracle and Tarot decks, that I thought it was about time to pull them all out and go through them and see what they're, have a look at some of the beautiful artwork and some of the beautiful messages that are coming through. So if you check out my Instagram account, I have been doing a deck a day reading every day. So check it out and you get to see some of the beautiful decks and see which ones you like, and make sure you let me know which ones you prefer, because the ones that I get feedback on will use more in the YouTube readings. So there you go. So we have this new moon eclipse in Cancer. Dear, oh dear. We got some emotions coming up in a big way this weekend. It just seems to be, I don't know if you guys are the same, but it seems to be one thing after the other at the moment. A lot of powerful changes, a lot of purging, a lot of energy transference and transformation coming through. So it's been quite a big period of time. Now, as you know, for new moon, it's all about manifesting. So, with this new moon eclipse, we need to look at, as it's in Cancer, we need to look at where we're at in relation to love for ourselves and, and the people that we're in relationships with or we're around. What we're manifesting in relation to others, and making sure that it is of the greatest good, the highest good of all involved, and it's not perverting anyone's free will. So it's a really important thing to note as part of this. So yeah, self-worth, I would say that there's going to be quite a bit of that will come up as part of this reading, because I was getting those messages this morning. As always, it's a general reading for the collective, so if it doesn't resonate, then that's okay. It's just not the right reading for you at this point in time. All right, so let's kick it off. We'll get some general energies, and then we'll dive into what's happening in the world of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and then we'll see what we're what's happening with the eclipse energies around, what we're manifesting and what's potentially holding us back as part of this eclipse, or what will be purging as part of this eclipse. All right, let's start. So we'll get, it's already fallen out as before I do anything. So let's start. We've got, pardon me, I'm losing my voice already. Moonlight Goddess, repressed emotions, healing, reflection. Okay, so yeah, look, we were just talking about emotions coming out. And this is the card between the connection between the feminine and the masculine. So for some of you, there could be some contact, part of this eclipse season. There could be, a really open and honest communication where you're both going to sit down and work out exactly where you're at and speak the truth and go from there. So yeah, there could be a lot of stuff coming up in relation to how you're feeling and what you need to heal. Let me just grab a card for the feminine and a card for the masculine. So we'll grab one for the feminine. See what's coming up here. Okay, delight. Okay. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. One of the messages that has been coming up for the feminine collective is in relation to, this came up in one of the Insta readings the other day, was in relation to not putting yourself first. So not actually looking after yourself in a way that is respectful to you. And also just to put the understanding out with others on how you want to be treated. So, you know, if you're always putting yourself last and you're neglecting yourself, you're allowing that behavior with others towards you. So, oh dear, my voice is going, so let's see what's coming up about this. Let's get a card for the masculine. Intention. Yeah, he's struggling to, or they are struggling to speak. Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. Yeah. So I'm seeing both sides of this. It's quite interesting. Is that there both is coming up a bit of an issue around being true to who you are, you know, like for the feminines, really working on looking after yourself and spending some time just enjoying how you know, the wonderful person that you are, and looking after yourself. Going for that massage, or getting your nails done, or going for a walk, or hanging out with your friends, that sort of thing, you know, really enjoying being in the moment with you. And for the masculines, they're wanting to change something, you know, they're wanting to make a decision. I'm getting here that they want to actually be clear, come through and be clear about what they really want, you know, but they're struggling about how to do that. They know what they want to say, what their intention is towards you, but they are struggling with how to execute that. And we've seen them go through this for the last few readings, so it looks like they're still not quite there yet, unfortunately. All right, let's get some more detailed energy around the feminines and what they're going to be coming into as part of this new moon eclipse in Cancer. Yeah, okay, communication is key. Yeah, get some tarot too. Yeah, I feel like they're going to be on the receiving end of this communication, to be honest. Yeah, the first thing I'm getting is be clear about what you want. You know, only you can determine exactly what you want. So be clear about it, because otherwise, how the hell are they supposed to know if you don't know yourself? Okay, let's see what we get here. Wow, High Priestess. Yeah, you may already be communicating on a telepathic, on a 5D level. You might be receiving thoughts, feelings, emotions coming through. Energy in particular, a lot of sensual, sexual energies coming up as well. Yeah, this is definitely a spiritual connection. There could be a situation where either you or your counterpart is involved in another relationship, potentially a marriage. It could be a situation where you or your counterpart is has a different religious or spiritual beliefs that you're, you know, trying to overcome. Well, not so much overcome, but, you know, get on the same page and learn to just accept each other for who they are, without the judgment of you know, the differences between you. What else we got? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. So you've been working hard, feminines. You have been working hard. I really feel this is to do with here, like, you know, some of you are taking a step towards really looking after yourself and really putting yourself first, doing that healing that you need to do, purging the things that don't work for you anymore. Get one more. Yeah. Moving into that positive energy. Moving into that positive energy. And you know what? Now is the perfect time to manifest exactly what you're wanting to for this new moon eclipse. So, you know, let's use all this growth that we've obtained and start making things happen. This is the time. This is the time for action. What is your message from Spirit in relation to the best advice for this new moon eclipse in Cancer? What have I got here? Foxglove, confidence. Be what you want to see. Yeah, this is what I was talking about before, right? Is you need to treat yourself the way that you want others to treat you. Because you know, you're setting the example, so it's really important. Now my throat is closing up the more and more I get closer to the details of what's happening with the divine masculine. So I'm really feeling there's an issue with throat chakra, not being able to communicate. All right, let's see what we get for the overall energy of the masculine. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Okay, let's get some clarifiers on this. First of all, the thing that's coming through is, you know, a masculine that is concerned about, if I say nothing, I'm losing my opportunity. If I say the wrong thing, you know, it might make the situation worse. How do I get to the point where I'm clear about what my intentions are, and, you know, I come out of this unscathed effectively? Knight of Cups, yeah. The masculine is wanting to come through with this communication, with some sort of offer of love, to put it on the table. Yeah, potentially though, there's still some energies around, still something happening that you aren't quite sure what's happening. Feminines, the masculines could be hiding something. They could have some sort of addictive behavior going on in the background. They could have been fighting some demons. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, okay. Looks like there's some lies and deception that's been happening. So let's see if the masculines are prepared to step out of that negative energy and come into a place of love to speak their truth. What else we got? Yeah, Page of Swords. That's what I just said. Speak your truth. Yeah, do you know what? It's quite funny because this came up in one of the last readings about the masculines are unsure about, you know, spilling the beans, so to speak, and talking about where they're really at, what the truth of the situation is. But, you know, for the majority of feminines that are watching this, there is no judgment on this. Yeah, sure, they might get pissed off with what they're hearing, which is normal, right? But there is no judgment. They're not going to turn around and, you know, tell them to piss off or whatever. They're not going to do anything like that. They're going to listen, and they're going to take it in, and they're going to process it. And yeah, they might be angry and they might be annoyed or whatever. And they might not want to take part moving forward. And that's a reality as well, right? Because, you know, particularly if there is another situation with someone else involved, adding to third-party energy is not something that you know, is healthy that you would want to do for most people. So I think for your own growth, masculines, you know, just be brave and talk about it, and let the chips fall where they may, because have a bit more faith in your feminine that they will not judge you for who you are and what you've done. Let's get a message from Spirit for the masculines out there. Oh, Stephanotis, cooperation. Take the hand offered or ask. Yeah. If you don't know, if you don't put it out there, how do you know, you know, how it's going to, if it's ever going to change? All right. Let's get some energies for the eclipse, for the general collective on, you know, what are we needing to look at as part of this eclipse in Cancer. So we've talked about emotions, we've talked about healing, we've talked about love and self-love. Let's see what else Spirit wants us to address as part of this eclipse. Let's have a look. Hold your vision. Yeah. Very strongly here I'm getting a message of, you know, make sure you are clear about what you're manifesting. I know I've said this before to you guys, but once you start to let those negative emotions creep in, those negative thoughts creep in, if you're in a place where you're manifesting, and the eclipse is a very strong time to manifest. It's funny, yeah, just touching that one, you can quite easily fall into devil energy, and I mean that by, you know, toxic, negative, addictive behaviors, right? So just hold yourself, think about what you're trying to achieve, and think of the positive of that, you know, but don't dwell on it either. Like, live in the moment as well. Yeah, lay down those burdens. Forget about the negative stuff, you know, and if you're thinking about, yeah, make those changes. You know, like, for example, if you're thinking about yourself in a way, don't think of the negative stuff, just ignore that. Just ignore it. Think of the positive, and let that positive emotion fill you so that you can, you know, make that change. Make that change within you. Yeah. Get rid of the confusion. I'm getting that some of you are filled with quite a bit of fear and doubt. This bumpy thing is annoying me. Yeah, there's some fear and doubt and confusion around this. Do you need to come back to understanding what it is that you want? And this could be for, I think it's more for the masculines, because my throat's seizing up again now, right? So yeah, sure, what's your intention, but what is it that you actually want to achieve out of this? And be clear about that. Yeah, be clear, be strong. It might be confusing for you, but it would be more confusing if you walk into a situation and not know exactly what it is that you want, what you need, you know. What is the outcome of this? What are you trying to get to? What's the state that you're trying to get to, without the need for knowing exactly how it's all going to get there? All right, let's get some guidance from Spirit. Satis, adaptation. Change will be better than you think. Yeah. So forget about how you're going to get there. Hold your vision around what it is you're trying to achieve. And, you know, think of the positive ways of how you can move into that space. All right, let's get one more row, and we're going to look at what are the things that we need to purge or address this one's just popped out as part of this new moon eclipse, and we're getting have faith in your dreams. And this is similar to what, you know, we've had here. So we've had hold your vision and have faith. What do you need to do? You need to keep moving forward, looking on what you want to manifest, and have faith in it. Don't lose faith in it. Once you start to lose faith in it, it becomes harder and harder. All right, let's see what we got. Knight of Swords. Be true to yourself. Be honest with what it is that you're looking for. Don't deceive yourself. I'm getting here, you know, it's very easy to deceive yourself in some situations. Yeah. Make that change within you, you know, to stop dwelling, to stop over-analyzing it. I'm getting someone sitting there and just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking, and their head's hurting. And they're creating all these negative scenarios in their head which haven't even existed. And they're not true in any way, shape or form. And that's just moving you further and further away from what it is you're trying to achieve. Yeah. There's definitely some, you know, there's definitely some deceptive energy here. And as I'm saying that, I'm getting that for the masculine. Again, my throat is seizing up. It may not resonate with all masculines. So if it does not, just, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But there's definitely some sort of deceptive energy that's coming up here. Now, this could be, doesn't necessarily have to be deceptive towards your feminine. It could be deceptive towards yourself. Not being true to yourself is coming through strongly, yeah. Wow, okay. Not wanting to make that change, not wanting to step forward. Wow, not wanting to grow. Wanting to, but not wanting to. It's like, if you're still feeling a bit stuck in that, I think that you will pull through with this, masculines. I really do. You'll step into your strength. Okay, what do we got from Spirit? Temperance. Find balance and be centered. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, find that balance. Find that strength and courage, and understand that, yes, there is good and bad in everything. But, you know, we need to understand and live with and own, well, not so much own, but embrace our negative and positive sides. You know, they're both part of us. Making sure that we're all loving who we are as a whole, good, bad or ugly. All right, I'm going to finish. I'm going to get, just going to get some messages from each. So I'll get some messages from the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine, and then we'll just close off with another final guidance card, and that will be it. All right, so Divine Feminine, what do you want to say to your masculine as part of this eclipse season? Let's see what we got here. Doesn't want that one. Which one does it want? Oh, it's this one here. Okay, I know we will be together in union in this lifetime. Yeah. So the feminine is just in a space of knowing. You know, they're intuitive about knowing this will come together, but understanding that they're not going to put their lives on hold to wait for this. What else do you want to say, feminines? I'll wait for you. Yeah. I'll wait for you, you know, but I'll wait for you in the right way. I'm not going to sit around and mourn and, you know, sit in silence and just hope that one day you'll come back. I'll keep a space. I'll hold space for you, but I'm still going to get on and have the confidence that I need to move on with my life and step into my missions work. Okay, very interesting. All right, Divine Masculines, what do you want to say to your Divine Feminine? Let's see what we got here. I need to maintain healthy boundaries. Okay. Yeah, look, for some of you, there could be a really strong third-party energy in this situation, and I'm getting this has come up a few times in this reading. And, you know, the masculine, I'm feeling this in particular, these masculines that I'm referring to are struggling with keeping the separation between the feminine and their other life. And they're trying to compartmentalize different things, but keeping everyone out in the cold in the process as well. So it may be time to rethink the strategy and just employ a different approach that's open and honest, and allow people the free will to make their own decisions. All right, what else, masculines, do you want to say to your feminines at this point in time? Yeah, we got this last time. It's a repeat patterning. I had to run from the intensity of the connection. Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck we have, I feel your emotions and hear your thoughts. All right. Yeah, so there's some similar patterns that are going through. Hopefully with this eclipse it will shift some of these energies. It will allow people to step into their power a bit better, a bit more. All right, let's finish up and get a final guidance for the collective for this eclipse in Cancer. What do we got here? Wow, okay, that's beautiful. Thinking of you. A loving thought, serendipity. And it's 29, number 11. Yep. Okay, guys. So, you know, there is a lot of love between this connection. There is compassion. There is beauty. There is passion as well. I'm getting a passionate energy as well. But, you know, you're both on each other's thoughts and minds and in each other's hearts. So take a step back and think about things, this connection from an unconditional love perspective, you know, a perspective without limitations and boundaries, but conditions. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. Conditions. So think of it from an unconditional love and a free of conditions perspective, and you'll be surprised what will come up for you. Okay, guys, look, hang in there for eclipse season. I hope you're doing well and getting through it all. If not, look after yourselves and be kind. Okay, lots of love, guys. Bye.